All right, everybody, welcome to Adventure Commercial Capital Referral Program Zoom. My name is Shelly Miles. I am a commercial mortgage broker and the co-founder of Adventure Commercial Capital, together with Jerry Miles, which is on the other side over here. And I am going to, I guess, move to the next slide. So today we're going to do an introduction on who we are for those of you who don't know, and then we'll go to our main topic, which is a referral program. And I promise you it won't be long. It's probably going to be about 30 minutes. And then we're going to tell you what can you do. And then we're going to have a Q&A. And Jerry, do you want to take over?
Yeah, go ahead and hit the next slide.
Oops.
So who are the Miles? I'm Jerry, and this is my wife, Shelly. We are commercial mortgage brokers and the co-founders of Adventure Commercial Capital. We lend on commercial real estate nationwide. We started this business about 3 years ago because we had been treated not so well by some commercial lenders, and didn't like the lies and exaggerations, I guess you could say, and just didn't like the way we were treated. So we started this business. Said, I think we could do this way better than these guys are doing it. And so here we are, and working on growing our lending business. So we are a part of the Multifamily Freedom Chasers community. And this here is, kind of the community Zooms that we do on a weekly basis. Sundays, we have what is the activation Zoom. And lately, I think we've been doing that every other Sunday here lately. And, always have a celebrity guest on. It's those are all, they call that the activation Zoom to get you ready for the week. And Mondays, we have broker talks with Peter and Ed. They walk you through on how to build relationships with brokers and how to get that part of your business right. And napkin underwriting with Will, Aldo, and Ed on Tuesdays. And then on alternating Wednesdays, we do our debt financing Zoom, and then on the off weeks, and they had their first one last night, Vishkar and Andrea and their team, and they talk about how to build a team in the multifamily space and how to run and manage the properties. So it's a great community, all free. So go on to the next slide. This here is our contact information. We will put it back up. We will put that back up at the end as well. But if you want to right now, take a screenshot or a picture, write it down. That is my cell phone. And then that is mine and Shelly's emails. So what is a referral program? So referral program is just a word of mouth marketing tactic that we are working on. So, we have a pretty big network of people that know who we are. And we are just working on expanding that. And so giving our network incentives to introduce us and to refer us. We're going to give you guys a kickback and a referral fee for doing so. And we'll go in and talk about the details of that here as we go. So we'll go through the next few slides are just a few of the programs that we have to offer. If it is a commercial real estate product and it is a lendable product, there's a lot of commercial real estate in this marketplace right now that you just can't find debt for. The banks aren't interested in lending on them. A lot of the office, smaller hotels that are not flagged, different ones are really hard to get done right now as far as the debt side goes. So, I mean, we're willing to look at all of it and see what we can do for people, because we have a very large, um, network of lending sources to go to. Um, this here is some of the programs that we offer for the smaller stuff. We have fixed to flip program, fixed to rent program, for the Burr method that you hear a lot of people talk about. And then this is bridge plus loans. And this is for, single families up to portfolios of single families. And then, we can also offer this on, smaller multifamily as well with this one lender. We have a lot of different bridge programs. So if you have a distressed property, we have a lot of different options for distressed properties or properties that just don't have the occupancy and things where they should be to qualify for long-term debt. So um, I'm gonna breeze through these. I just want to give everybody an idea on what we can do, because we're not expecting you guys to learn all of our programs and our products. What we're wanting is just, we're going to show you a few different things that we have that are, kind of our go-to products, and some of our better products that we have available, and more competitive products. And then we will, kind of open your eyes to where we can go, and different things that we can lend on. So, and Shelly will be back in a minute. She's controlling the slides. So she's having trouble with her mom tonight. So this here is probably our best product we have, as far as in competing with other products that are like, it. As far as development programs, there's not another product on the market like this one. This is for large balance, development projects. Can be used for property acquisition, expansion, ground up development, refinancing. We have a lot of programs. This program is available for a wide range of property types. 20 million, with this particular product, it goes 20 million to 2 billion in funding. But I'll tell you that the 2 billion in funding, they have recently closed a deal. They recently closed a deal that was $17 billion. So they can go over the two. They did one that was 4 or 5 billion in Dubai recently, and then they did the $17 billion deal in South Korea. So it's a worldwide product for large development, and but the terms are up to 5 years. We can do up to 100% of the development project cost. It's non-recourse, no prepayment penalties. But the liquid requirements, 20 to 35%, we need cash into the deal. But I'll tell you, when we get to the $100 million mark on these, we can do it with as little as 10% down, as far as cash into the deal. So, and those monies that are paid into it work as interest reserves, to service the debt through the life of the loan. So it could be 5 years, and that money in there is going to service, the monthly payments on the loan the whole way through. So, yep. Right here is a sheet, kind of a cut sheet for our Freddie and Fannie, small balance Freddie and Fannie. This is the current rates. I will say that we are direct to a Fannie and Freddie lender. I run into a lot of people who bring their quotes to me from other Freddie and Fannie lenders, and when I see it, we might be able to get them a 6.1%, because that's a month ago. I mean, right now, in some cases we can get to 6.5, 6.5. Another lending broker like us might not be going directly to a Freddie and Fannie lender. They might be going to another broker who then goes to a Freddie and Fannie lender. So every layer of that you have, you're going to add points to the loan. And sometimes they don't add points where you think you're paying, percentages. They're going to add a yield spread. And so they're going to be, instead of 6.5, where we could be, they might be trying to get a point there, and it's going to be, 6.7, so I think that we have, a lot of good options for people, because we're going as close to the lending source as we can, when we're going and meeting people. So we worked really hard on building our network of lenders, and we've got some good ones out there at the present time. So so this is just some more Freddie and Fannie small balance rates. So all this to say, if you know somebody that is a real estate investor, you run into someone that's a real estate investor, which everybody on the call, I think, is real estate investors or in real estate in some way, and people, this is all we need from you to be able to use you, to be able to get you your referral fee and all those things. So an introduction text or email, and this is all it entails. This one here came from Patrick. Used to work in Grant Cardone's office, and a few of those guys refer business to us. But this came from him, and it was a text message that he sent me. And he says, "Casey, meet Jerry Miles. He specializes in helping real estate investors obtain debt financing. Jerry, meet Casey. He has a property in Tennessee under contract, but needs debt financing to wrap this deal up. I thought it would be great to connect you both. Have a great day, gentlemen." So that right there, we ended up not able to close this deal. I can't remember all the details of it. As I'm saying that, the NOI came in lower, and insurance and taxes came in higher than we expected. And then when underwriting got to it, and we wasn't able to get it done, they had to back out of the deal. But that is all we need as a referral. So make sure they know what we do and why you're connecting them, and then introduce us with some of their contact information. So you can go on to the next one. So in this part here, I will let Shelly take over. She takes care of all of the important stuff and making sure that we stay out of tax jail and all that stuff. So
Yeah, so when you do that introduction, or you can do this now, you don't have to wait till later, but if you feel comfortable waiting later, we do have a referral agreement for your peace of mind. And whenever you're ready to sign that, let me know. But all I would need for the referral agreement is your name, your business name, if you have a business name, your title, whether you're the owner, the CEO, whatever your title is, and your address. And I will put that on the referral agreement. And then I will send that back to you for you to sign. And I will also send a W-9 form for you to sign as well. So the referral agreement is for your peace of mind. The W-9 is for my peace of mind because I don't want to pay your taxes. So yeah, that's it. And if you guys have any questions, just email me. I will put my email, or JJ will put my email in the chat if he's listening. And you guys can email me directly for the referral agreement, or if you have any questions.
awesome. And so just to kind of recap what we've gone through so far, because I just let 5 people all at once in the waiting room a minute ago. So I want to make sure that everybody knows what's going on. We lend on commercial real estate, anything from your smaller investments like a fix and flip all the way up to the largest development deals. We can fund them. We fund through Freddie and Fannie on, for multifamily. We have, a CMBS lender that we work with directly, SBA, and we last year we ran into a deal. Somebody that was in the real estate club is actually a commodities broker, and he was having trouble finding funding for a sugarcane deal where they're the country of Ghana is buying sugar from a supplier in Brazil, and they need funding to purchase that sugar. And so we worked on the deal last summer, and we couldn't find a lender to do it because the Ghana's government wouldn't sign the paperwork that was needed to be signed. Since then, they have gotten a new minister of finance, and this new guy has signed the paperwork we needed, and we're back in business, and might end up being able to do this deal here. It's still, we've been on quite a few Zooms and working quite a bit of stuff here trying to get it done, but that one will be probably a 5-year deal worth about $250 million a year in funding. So not just real estate can we do. We have a lot of different things that we can do. And I wouldn't go out looking for this kind of business. But I was talking to someone and they were telling me about a deal they had and they were having trouble finding funding. And I know some people in trade finance. And so, we'll kind of look at what that deal would pay you if you was to refer that business to us here as we go through this stuff. But that's a very large deal for us. So how we get paid, and this is our commission structure or our point structure that we charge. So this is on funding amounts, not on the purchase price or anything else. This is on the loan amounts. So 100,000 to 300,000, we charge 3% or 3 points. 300,000 to 2 million, 2 points, and 2 million plus is 1 point. Now, there is certain occasions where, certain occasions where we will, come down on our points if we have to get a deal closed. But in general terms, this is what we do. And really we only do that if we have repeat business from somebody. We will never go down on our points just for a one-time close. But if it's somebody that's closed a few deals with us, we'll be flexible with them because we like repeat business. So that is how we get paid. And then I'll go down here at the bottom and we can kind of go through how you get paid and what the amounts will look like. So over here, all the way on the left, you can see a $500,000 loan pays us 2 points or $10,000 in total commission. We first take out a processing fee of 10% of the deal. That's the first thing that comes out for $1,000. And then our referrals partners fee comes out on the remaining 90% of that $10,000 or $9,000. And that referral partner's fee is 20%. And so we will pay out $1,800 on that deal to a referral partner. And if you remember, all that we need for a referral partner is an introduction email or call. We don't expect anything else from you. On a $5 million loan, we're going to make 1 point, total commission of $50,000. The processing fee is 10% or $5,000. The referral partner's fee is 20% of the remaining, which gets the referral partner a $9,000 check. And then jumping up another level, a $50 million loan, our total charge is 1 point, 500,000 in total commission, processing fee of 10% is 50,000. And then the referral partner's fee on that is, $20,000, or I'm sorry, $90,000. So, So now I was talking about that sugarcane deal that we're working, and that sugarcane deal is 250 million a year in sugarcane that we'll be financing. So, you know, times 5 on the 9. So you're looking at, if you was the one that set up that referral agreement or set that, you know, made that connection for us, you'd be making about 450,000 if my math is right, just off the top of my head. So, you know,
And this is all for just an introduction, guys. You're getting this 20% for an introduction. There's nothing to it. You find somebody that needs a loan, you introduce them to us and we take it from there, and then you get a commission if we do close the deal. Now, this does not apply to your own deal if you're wanting a loan personally, this or your group. This only applies to referrals. So we're just using you guys. I'm just kidding. No, we're not using you guys. We're gonna pay you for it, for a referral, just an introduction.
Yep. Yep. And Catalina, we do, I see she asked about bridge loans. We do offer bridge loans. Bridge loans are ever changing right now because of the conditions in the market. You know, the bridge loans that were offered a year ago or 2 years ago are not the same loans that are offered today. But we do have options, quite a few options on bridge loans. So, and I see Jaden raised his hand. Go ahead, Jaden, if you have a question.
Yeah, I was wondering, do you guys also do any residential loans or mortgages?
We do not do personal residences. So we do fix and flip loans. You know, when we're looking at single family houses, it's only non-owner occupied. We don't do any homeowners. So.
Good to know. And then the referral fee. So we just basically need to give you our information for the W-9 and then just make the introduction. So if somebody's bringing like a multifamily deal to it, is that something you'd rather I kind of maybe do a light underwriting first to make sure it makes sense before we're just sending you referrals?
No, I mean, we'll take a look at them all. I'm not expecting anybody to do any of the work. You make the introduction. You know, we can't promise that we're going to close the deal, but you know, and I'll tell you right now in this current market, I mean, we might look at 30 or 40 deals before we get one closed. You know, so you know, for us, it's just we want to look at more deals, and if you happen to bring one, you know, we you know, that we close, and we'll pay you for it.
Cool.
So,
well, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And Catalina, I see you're asking bridge loans for syndication with personal guarantee. Yeah, we can do personally guaranteed loans, and we can do recourse and non-recourse both when it comes to bridge. So, and if you'd like, Catalina, you can go ahead and talk, and if you have any other questions.
Yeah, go ahead and raise your hand and we'll call you up for Q&A. I see I think there's a bunch of questions in the chat. I've been trying to answer some of them, but I can't get to all of them.
Okay. So I see some, we've answered that question since.
Well, okay. I'll read one here. Somebody asked, and I hope, Alice, you don't mind me asking this question. She said, where is it at? She said, can we do this even? Oh, sorry. No, that's a different one. Okay. Yeah. Alice did say, can we do this if we don't have an LLC?
Yes.
So I told her yes. And then, or can we do this even if I'm from Mexico?
Yep.
So I was asking if, you know, for tax purposes, because that's my part of the job.
Well, you can talk to our tax guy about that if you want. You can call him tomorrow and ask him, but you know, I don't see why we couldn't pay somebody that's in Mexico.
Okay. There you go, Alice. Hope that answers your question.
All right, great.
Yeah. Does anybody have any more questions? Now is the time. Or like I said, you can email me if you want.
So go back to our slide that has our contact information.
Oh.
And when you are wanting to get onboarded as a referral partner, make sure that you email Shelly. And that's her email right there. When you're making introductions, you can introduce either one of us, but generally, when it comes down to the administrative type stuff, like making sure that all the paperwork's in order, Shelly does all that. And when it comes down to the face-to-face with customers, that's usually me. So when you're making the introductions, you can send to my email or my cell phone. And then the other ones, I mean, if you feel more comfortable talking to Shelly or whatever, in any way, she'll take any of the calls. But just to let you know kind of the roles that we play. So. And
if you do email me for referrals, for the referral agreement, I will get that back to you by next week. We have a busy weekend this weekend, so I'll get that back to you by.
We're hoping it's not a busy weekend. We're loading up our camper in the morning and going to the hills. So we're hoping to not have a busy weekend, but we won't be, probably won't be reachable. We'll be in the mountains here in Kentucky. So. But yeah, that's the program. Final thoughts,
Do you want to go over like again, like what type of loans we do?
Yeah, do you want to go back to those slides again? There's 3 slides, I think, there. So we have if it's commercial or investment real estate related, we can we can fund it. This is our smaller programs here, fix and flips, fix to rent. We can do the single family rentals, 1 to 4s, 5s to 1,000. We can do them all as far as the rental properties. Go on to the next one. This is our development line of credit. And I will say that if you know developers that develop big deals, they will not find a better program than this program in the current market. This is a non-recourse. They'll fund. They just recently did a deal up to $17 billion. There's no cap, they say, as far as the amount. And they say 20 million, but they will go. I've seen them go as low as 5. So, and it'll cover just about anything as far as development. They did a deal recently in Nevada that was a pharmaceutical company that makes drugs, and they helped them build a warehouse. And it's an owner occupied deal. They built their own warehouse and facility to make more medicines or whatever they're doing. And that was a $35 billion project funded by this company. But we're direct to the lender on this product. And I will say that all of our lenders that we deal with, or 90% of them that we deal with all the time, when you come to us in comparison to going directly to them, we act as a sales agent for that company, and we are dealing with their wholesale department. So I've had people that have, we've introduced to the lenders, and then I'll get a call from the lender and they'll say, hey, so-and-so is coming to us and calling us to get a loan. And I just wanted to let you know that they're trying to go around you. And what they'll find out is that through these lenders, when you call as a borrower, you're not getting the wholesale department like we are. You're getting another person like we are that is going to charge points like we are, because they're dealing with the customer face to face. So those points are there no matter what. So, just kind of a little, I guess, rant by me that, you're not saving by trying to go around us, because we deal directly with the wholesale department of these lending firms. So the next one is just, our Freddie and Fannie small balance loans. These go up to 7.5, but we can do the big ones as well. This is just, more common on what we see every day. So
Here's a question in the chat. How much down is needed for that development loan product?
It is on a case-by-case situation. A general rule, if it's a real estate investment and it's a borrower that has a lot of experience, we can do it for 20% down. And they will actually fund the whole project. That 20% down covers several years of interest payments that they would pay through the loan. So they have several years of time that they won't have to pay monthly payments. And then it also covers all the closing points and everything else that goes into it. And then on that, it's a non-recourse product. So they're actually buying insurance instead of holding you accountable for, it's non-recourse. So you're not held liable if the loan goes under to pay any difference. The insurance company takes over and pays that. So there's some money there to take away some of your liability as well. So, but they say 20% to 35%, and something that company will do currently that a lot of lenders are not doing is they're funding several really large cannabis projects. And I know there's a lot of people trying to get those businesses up and running, and then there's not much out there, as far as lending sources for those businesses. So, but here's our contact info one more time. If anybody has any questions at all, you can reach out to us directly, or ask now. We're going to close this out in about 1 minute. So I appreciate everybody being here, and you guys have a great weekend. We will be, I'll check my email. Go ahead.
I thought you were getting ready to leave.
Oh.
Our next topic is lending options for CRE on August 16th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's next Wednesday. Come and join us. And if you are not part of the MFC community yet, JJ just shared the link in the chat. Go ahead and click that and get access to their Facebook. You'll get all the events notifications so you don't miss a thing. Sorry, you were going to say something.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't nothing important. So I was just rambling. So thanks you all for being here.
For joining us. Again, if you have any questions, reach out to me via email, and you can call Jerry or email him as well. And thanks for joining us tonight. Yep. Hopefully you have a great weekend. Bye, guys.
And as a general rule, I'm always answering my phone. Sometimes to a fault probably, but I answer every time it rings, no matter what. Generally, this weekend I'm going to try to turn it off because we're going camping. But we'll be back at it Monday. So,
bye, guys. Thank you.